Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today is Thursday, which means it is Coffee Date Thursday. Today I am having some iced coffee because it is a nice day and it's also like 3:30 in the afternoon. And so I need something a little less strong, but I haven't had my coffee today. So this is just some Starbucks iced coffee. You've seen my video on how I make my Starbucks iced coffee. I can leave that in the video description below if you would like to learn how to do that. Instead of almond milk, I added some Silk almond creamer that's caramel flavored. I added a little bit too much. It's a little too caramelly, but I've never added that to iced coffee before. So I'm rambling. But anyway, it is Thursday and today's topic, and by the way, if you are not familiar with Coffee Date Thursday, it is a group of, I don't even know how many women we're up to now, but we all have YouTube channels and we put up a video every Thursday entitled Coffee Date Thursday, and we always have a different prompt each week. So today's prompt is favorite childhood memory. And all the other ladies, or most of the other ladies, are doing this video as well, and I will link them in the video description below if you would like to check out all of their videos, like, subscribe, all that jazz. So when I started thinking about my favorite childhood memory, that is really hard to narrow down. I was really, really blessed to have an awesome childhood. Several things come to mind. I don't think I can come up with a favorite, but just being a kid itself is just awesome. We spent a lot of time with family. There were a lot of rules. Looking back, there weren't that many rules. Or kind of common sense if you ask me now, as a mom, of course. Yeah, I just had an amazing childhood, and a couple things come to mind. Like, I love that my grandparents lived across town. My mom's parents lived across town. And so we could just go to their house for the afternoon or for the weekend. Even after I finished, after I finished college, I worked near where they lived, and sometimes I would go and spend the weekend with them just so I wouldn't have to come all the way home because it was a long commute. Just having them so close was amazing. My dad's parents lived out in the country, and we would visit them several times out of the year, and visiting them was amazing too because it was so quiet and it was so peaceful, and I just loved it out there. But I just had a great childhood. But I'm not sure if this counts as childhood. I started looking through my pictures and figuring out like the highlights. And this is a little bit beyond childhood and to high school. As I may have mentioned before, I know I've mentioned before, I was homeschooled from 7th grade to 12th grade. Those first couple of years were kind of rough, but everything's rough when you're 13. But 9th through 12th grade, I actually played on the homeschool volleyball team for the Homeschool Christian Youth Association. It was an organization to help with homeschoolers, help with the socialization, help to get them into sports, just other activities that we could do because we were homeschooled. And the first 4 years that this volleyball team was ever in existence, I was on it. So it was a huge honor to be the first one to play volleyball. And it was a rough start. The coaches were learning as they went, the parents were learning as they went, and I just had an absolute blast. I found a sport that I was actually kind of good at. I was not awesome, but I found something that I could actually do, and I could do it well. And I mean, I wasn't looking at college scholarships or anything like that, but it was something that was so much fun, and it kind of gave me a sense of like normalcy, if that makes sense, that a lot of my other friends in public school and private school were playing sports, and as a homeschooler you would never think that there would be something out there, especially in the 90s when it was kind of taboo. You wouldn't think that there would be something out there for us, and there was. And we played the Christian, well, not just Christian, but the private schools in the Houston area. Now, a lot of those private schools were so expensive to attend. A lot of those kids had a lot of money. And, they would go to school and go to practice in their gym. They would have the games at their gym or at another private school. But we literally traveled the entire city of Houston, not just this city, outside the city. I can't even believe, I have no idea how many miles, hundreds or thousands of miles we put on that van that my mom drove me to all of that. My sisters tagged along all of those miles to get me to the volleyball games and the practices. Sometimes the practices were an hour away. You know, we didn't have the luxury of having our very own gym because we weren't a school. But just the amazing opportunity I had to be a part of that, especially in the time that it was in the 90s when homeschooling was not common at all. It was taboo in some places, and I found some amazing friendships through that, and some of these girls I'm still friends with today, which is really fun. You know, we're all growing up, getting married, having families, and sometimes homeschooling our own kids, which is kind of a crazy idea. But yeah, I just look back at my days playing volleyball as just some of the best. I had a lot of fun. I was still a kid. Because looking back as a mom, I look at all of the sacrifices my mom had to make, that it may have not been that fun for her at the time, but I'm just so thankful for that opportunity that I had that not a lot of homeschoolers get. And so I know this is kind of short for today, but I hope that you enjoyed it. Did you play any sports in high school? If so, let me know below. Any other volleyballers out there, or girls who played volleyball and weren't that good but still had really fun, a lot of fun. Yeah, let me know. Be sure to like this video and give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you would like to see all my Coffee Date Thursday videos. The month of March is kind of themed around Throwback Thursday, which is always fun. It's fun to look through pictures and videos and just to see how far you've come. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and see you later. Bye.